Genie grind, I wish I'm getting rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie went and made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fuck you gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up a hit up, I feel like one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100.
Hello world, I am What If Studia. Today we are doing What If Deku returned. We start on an Anchi day. Smoke seemed rushed through the streets, pushing over pots and pans as it went. Each and every single one of those smoke particles containing a soul. The explosions drew near as the night rose and overtook the land. Izuku, suddenly bursting out of one of the houses, bloodied, he fall onto the ground, just destroyed. He picks himself up weakly, readying for another blow, but it never came. A demon, that's what you could describe it, comes through the wall that he was punched through. Hello. Since you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. As Izuku starts to sound more and more like the demon himself. It's not a question of whether you'd kill me. It's just a question of if you could. As he grows bigger and bigger, he seems to have gotten a size quirk since the last time they had met. His arms bulking up, jetting out at Deku. Deku, a broken man, fell onto his knees, unable to defend himself. You're so weak. As the words seep into the back of his mind. Everyone is dead. Everyone. As Deku closes his eyes, giving up. If you were a real man, you would never have leaned on your friends and let them die. He soon fades as the world is doomed. But he opens his eyes on just another rainy afternoon like that one. The sky wasn't covered in ash. The night didn't consume him. And his body, it felt warm, loved. As his mother had her arms wrapped around him, the sky was bursting in flames with fireworks. They danced as he began to feel a smile come onto his face. Is this his final seeing of his life, of his failings? He doesn't want to watch his wife drain away. He doesn't want to watch him sapping off of others again. He doesn't want to be like that. Each of these fireworks showed him a piece of his life. Each of them reminded him of each life he let slip away. I won't. He starts crying as the tears run draining down his smile. His smile closed into a frown Yes. He swore to never smile if he would allow another to die. Not again. As he realizes this in the moment, his mother perks down to him, asking him what he's doing. He looks up saying, "Oh, nothing, nothing." She says, "Aren't you happy with the fireworks?" He says, "Yes, yes, yes, I am." He looks back at the fireworks one more time before walking off, shooing off his mother. He looks down at his hands, realizing just quite how old he had become. He was now 13 again. A young, young age for him. He soon found himself in his normal life again, just back when he was 13. He wouldn't let it go waste again. Not again. Wow. He starts creating a basement gym for himself. You see, in this timeline, his father was still around. He wondered what his father was like, truly. His father was actually here and did not leave when he was younger. But he was out almost all the time. From 6 to 12, he was out policing. He almost wanted to follow his father, gain some intelligence on him. After all, he would come up from the basement tired from his workouts. Almost every single day he would beat and batter his body, so that one day it may be shaped into an iron mold, one that he could use to take out those he needed to. Getting it ready for all for one, shaping it into the weapon that he needed. His father looked up from his late-night coffee, seeing Deku walk from the stairs of the basement all the way to the top. Dead tired, he fell down onto his bed, almost causing a mini earthquake in his house as he did. His father, also feeling his pain, walked up to his son's room, knocking politely and sitting down onto the couch next to his bed. All the weights next to him, he looked surprised. He looked up to see his son staring back at him with tired eyes. "It's been a while, Deku." "Yes, it has, father." "I see you need your sleep. Perhaps I should talk to you another time." "No, now is good." "Listen, Deku, is is that what you want to be called?" "No, Izuku is fine with you, father. You don't have to. Never mind. I'm going to be in danger more. I wanted you to know, to be the first one to know, Deku. I mean, Zuko, sorry. It's fine. If I don't come back, I'll take care of Mom, father. You do that for me?" "Of course, father." He went over, as Deku, barely able to pick himself up from the bed, shook his father's hand from a lying down position. With the strength that he had resolved for years, he brought himself back up to his knees and then to his feet, as he shook his father's hand with all force he could. "I won't let her die again. Not ever." He went to sleep that night, thinking, "Neither will I let my father die this time. I won't let anyone die." As he slowly drifted off to sleep, he woke up the next day ready for new challenges. Following his father in the morning, he made sure that he did it on the weekend. when his father went out the latest, around 6 a.m. in the morning. As he followed his father down streets, many back alleyways, he found himself stepping on a lot of smokes. Many of them, he inspected each one of them, keeping them into a special pocket that he kept with himself, satchel that he had kept around, containing many different uses. A lot of them knockout gas, and others chloroform. Different ways of taking out villains, just in case his father was to be attacked that very day. He doesn't know much about his father, but he will collect as much as he needs to. At one point, his father was interrogating what seemed almost a man in a turban. This doesn't seem very police work. This seems like almost FBI level. As the man in the turban said goodbye to him with almost a smile on his face, Deku had to wonder what his father was getting into. As his father was leaving down the stairway, many other agents of his caliber swept up next to him. As Deku was ready to launch himself into the situation, his father jetted up his hand, stopping him, almost as if he knew that he was there the whole time, stopping him from moving any further. The FBI agents all down their guns, laughing to themselves as he mumbled something to all of them. They all laughed together and went out for some tea that day. He personally got some coffee. Deku realized that his father knew that he was following him, so he went home, finding out exactly how he knew. His investigative skills were incredible. And on top of that, his quirk. I believe it was fire breathing, correct? He looks at the smokes that he had taken from him. He had never lit any of them on fire, simply pretended to smoke them. One half of them was actually real smokes that he smoked for real. The other half weren't even used. Down in his lab, as you can call it, a workout lab, he lit one of the cigarettes on fire as it exploded immediately in his face, sending him back, scarring the left side of his arm, of his left arm. As he tried to block the explosion with his left arm, it immediately gouged into his arm, blowing off bits and pieces of it. He wakes up again as his father finds him in the basement, knocked out, as his father nurses him back to health. His father, now knowing about his basement dwelling and about his experiments, finds an interest in his own child, one that he'd never had before of anyone. I'm not going to ask, as Deku wakes up in his father's room, one that he had never seen before. It was completely dark. His father's room had always been blocked off, even boarded up once he was, well, left last time. Why did you follow me? As a very serious interrogation follows, where his father asks him all these questions about what he's doing and why he's following him. Deku decided to be honest, saying, "My curiosity had gotten the better of me, father. I had always wanted to be like you and defeat villains and seek justice in my own ways. Father, please allow me to continue doing this. I know it's dangerous. It's more than dangerous, child. It's borderline a death sentence. Don't you understand what could happen? I could die any day. You think I want that for you?" His voice got very serious. More serious than he had ever been talking to by anybody, even including All Might. "Do you want this for yourself, son? Do you want my life? It's hell. I. Father, I. No. No, you have stopped this instant. I want a normal life for you. One spent not almost killing yourself on a daily basis. Then how will I save anybody, Father? If I just stand around and watch? Is that what you want to do, son? Save people? Become a fireman? No, Father. You don't even have a quirk, son. You don't. You can't. Father, if I don't do this, I don't know how I'll live with myself. As his father brings his fingers up to his head, nursing a headache, as he brings his fingers down his nose, taking a big sigh. You ghost me tomorrow. Be at the cafe, 3 a.m. No later. As Deku looks confused at his father as his father turns on the lights, a massive board shows in front of him, which is covered by a cloth. Get the fuck out of here. As he runs off, scampers down onto his basement as he continues his workout. But he gets some extra sleep that night.